channel. And today I'm gonna be talking about my my big chop journey. um this is strictly, a big chop journey or whatever, but I'm gonna be doing my makeup, so I won't just be sitting here talking the whole time, like idly talking. So I'm gonna do my makeup while I talk about my big chop journey. So you guys wanna, it's not gonna be a tutorial or anything. That's just what I'm gonna be doing in while I talk. So I've always been natural. Like, I've never had any chemicals in my hair, never dyed my hair, never put any relaxers in it, never did anything to my hair. Like, all the way up, I'm 18 right now. I've never had anything chemical wise in my hair. So I don't think, so I was gonna name this natural hair journey, but I've always been natural, so I guess that wouldn't really fit. So I guess this is really about my big chop journey and how I got to this point and how long I've been growing my hair since my big chop and everything like that. I wanted to track my big chop like since the very beginning, when I first did it, when I first cut it. But at that time, I really didn't have the means. I really didn't have my YouTube channel up and running. It was around the time that I was still living here. I hadn't moved into my college yet and everything. So I'll get into that. So let's just start from the beginning. So like I said, I've never had any chemicals or anything in my hair since birth. So I've always been natural. But the thing is, my hair has always been like, my mom always says, like the texture of baby hair. Like, it never had gotten out of its baby hair stages. Like, it never like really thickened up much. It was still soft, curly. Like, it had never really like grown too much. It just was always in the stages of like baby hair. Like I don't know how to describe it, but it had always been in the stages where it didn't really seem like it was developing, and like, I don't know. But I have two older sisters, and their hair, like from young ages, like their hair was always thick and kind of untamable. So my mom started putting relaxers in their hair at like younger ages or whatever. And when I would see their hair straight and all this stuff like that, I would like, oh, I want a relaxer, blah blah blah. But my mom said that she was scared to put a relaxer in my hair. Firstly, she didn't, because I didn't need it. Of course, I was younger, and my hair could still be styled like a child's hair, because of course it's just the texture and everything like that. So she said I need one, and that she was scared to put a relaxer in my hair because my hair has always been so fine and like on the thinner side. So she never put a relaxer in my hair. So as I got older, I think I was probably in like 5th or 6th grade. I think 5th grade, when I was like, I want to straighten my hair. I think it was the first time I ever straightened my hair. It was like in 6th grade. Like, I think I had tried before. I would blow dry my hair to try to see if it would get straight. I wanted to see how my hair would look straight. So every time I would try, it would just curl right back up. And keep in mind, I'm in 5th grade, so I really didn't know too much about hair, too much about how to do my hair, anything like that. So I just couldn't get it to work out for me. So I asked my oldest sister to straighten my hair for me. So she straightened it. She had to wash it, blow dry it, and then straighten it. So it actually got straight and it didn't curl back up because she, of course, she was older. When if I was in 5th grade, she was in like 7th grade. So, so she could, of course, she knew more about hair than me. She always flat ironed her hair because she had always had relaxers. So, so one day she straightened it for me and it got straight, and I was really happy. I was like, yeah, my hair can straighten and everything like that, because I never knew that my hair could get straight, because I thought that if you didn't have a relaxer, you couldn't have straight hair. I don't know why I thought that, but I was younger, so I thought that if you didn't have a relaxer, you couldn't get straight hair. And I thought that because I had never been able to straighten my hair before. So I used to want a relaxer because I thought that was the only way that you could get straight hair. So anyway, fast forward. Well, when I figured out that I could straighten my hair, I started to straighten it more. Like, try to wear it to school straight and everything like that. And my hair is so curly that will curl right back up. Like, it would get back curly really quickly. And I really couldn't keep it straight for too long. So I would have to keep re-straightening and re-straightening. And that's how I began to start getting damaged hair. So fast forward to like 6th or 7th grade. It was 7th grade. I think that's when I got my first sew-in. Yeah, it was 7th grade. That's when I got my first sew-in. And of course, when you start getting sew-ins, you have to have leave out unless you do a technique where you don't do leave out or whatever. But my mom is a cosmetologist, so she would be the one who always did our hair. So when I needed a new sew-in, she would redo my sew-in, and of course I would have leave out. I would always want a side. I mean, no, I would always want a middle part. So with my middle part, I used to straighten it every day. Like, my hair was so curly, even still after like 2 years of always straightening it. Like, I would straighten it for no reason. I would straighten it to put it up in a ponytail. I would straighten it because I wanted a straight ponytail, or, like, I would just straighten it every day. Not every day, but I would straighten it quite often. So when I started getting sew-ins, of course I would have to straighten it a lot because my leave out, I wanted it to be the same texture as my weave, and so that's how I began to get heat damage. I used to straighten my hair entirely too much because of my sew-ins, and my hair just started to get damaged. And of course, I didn't really care too much for it because I always wanted straight hair. I didn't really I didn't really know too much about heat damage. I didn't really care for it because I never really wore my natural hair anyway. So I really had no reason to care about it not getting curly anymore and stuff like that. So as I got older and older, my mom, she's like, we're getting older, we can start doing our own hair and stuff like that. So when she didn't want to do our hair anymore, I started having to wear my real hair out more until I could learn how to do my hair myself. So yeah, I would have to start wearing my hair like more because my mom wouldn't really do our hair that much. When I was in 7th grade, I think that's when, what grade was I in? I think I was in 8th grade. It was around 8th grade. Well, okay, so she did my hair all throughout, pretty much middle school, all throughout. I didn't really start learning to do my own hair until about high school because my mom had just had my little sister Kennedy around like right before I got into 9th grade. So she didn't really like do our hair that much anymore because, I mean, like, she was occupied with a new baby. Like, she didn't really have time to do our hair, and we were getting older, so she figured that, like, my older sisters, they would do their own hair, so she's like, it's time for you to start doing your own hair too. So basically, I had to start wearing my real hair out more, and that's when I kind of started noticing that my hair was pretty damaged. I'm like, I'm so used to wearing weaves. When I have to wear my real hair out, I hated it because I didn't know whether to wear it curly or straight, and then it was so heat damaged. Like, when I had to wear my real hair out, I couldn't really wear it straight because my hair wasn't really long enough. Like I said, my hair it never like fully developed. Like, it never really got to a point that it was really long. I didn't really take care of it under my sew-ins and stuff like that because I was a kid, so I didn't really understand the concept of taking care of your hair, and I really wasn't. It wasn't an era that you were like that we were into like hair and like nowadays. Like of course, younger kids know more about hair and makeup and stuff like that that we really weren't introduced to as younger kids or whatever. So anywho, so I didn't really care too much about my hair, and then when I started having to do my own hair, that's when I actually started to realize that like my hair is kind of messed up. So I was it was about ninth grade when I started to realize that my hair is kind of messed up and that I wanted to do something different. Um, but my sister, she had my oldest sister. She was in high school. That's when she did her first big chop. I can't remember if I was in ninth or 10th grade, but I'm pretty sure I was in ninth grade when she did her first big chop. And I was like, that's really cute. Like she's always had long hair, and like when she did her big chop, it got even longer. Like I was just like very amazed by it, and like I was like, oh, I want my hair to be like that. Like, but I was like, we don't have the same texture of hair, so I was like, what works for her probably won't work for me. So I just put it off and put it off, and of course you're in high school, so you're like, will I get made fun of if I cut my hair? And like like I was kind of worried that if I cut my hair, then like I would get made fun of or something like that. So I didn't want to cut my hair. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it one summer. I'm gonna do it like in the summertime. So by the time I get back to school, it would grow. But I would see the rate that my sister's hair would grow in, and I was like, okay, it's not gonna be long enough by the end of the summer. So I kept putting it off and putting it off, and of course I kept wearing more sew-ins, like quick weaves, and of course I had to keep straightening my hair, straightening my hair every day. So then it got around, like my sister, I think she did the big chop like 2 or 3 times, honestly. So when I got to 10th grade, no, I was a junior. I was a junior when my sister went to college. I was just now. So when I was going into junior year, she was going into her first year of college, and she cut her hair again. And I just was like, okay, this time I'm gonna watch the rate of her growth so I can know exactly how it's gonna be when I decide to do it, whatever. And of course, this whole time, I'm still cutting my hair. I mean, I'm still what's it called? I'm still straightening my hair and wearing sew-ins and all this stuff. So around 11th grade year, I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop wearing sew-ins so much, and I'm gonna start just wearing wigs so I can like try to kind of grow out my hair a little bit so that when I do my big chop, I'll have enough hair to where like it won't have to be so short when I cut it. When I cut all my damaged hair off. So I kind of like tried to do more protective stuff, like wearing wigs and wearing my actual real hair more than than I would wear like weaves and sew-ins and quick weaves and stuff like that. So I would try to wear less and less whatever sew-ins and quick weaves, and I would try to keep my hair braided, or I would do like crochets a lot, and like just simple stuff to where I wouldn't really damage my hair that much. So it comes around to senior year. So I'm just like, okay, this is the year I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut my hair this year, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be going into college, and I just felt like in college nobody's really gonna know me. Nobody can judge my hair if they never knew how it looked, how I wore it, how it looked before I cut it. So I was like, okay, when summer comes around, I'm gonna cut my hair at the end of the school year. So I waited and I waited and I waited, and then finally it was in May of senior year. I It was like senior week. It was the week before senior week, like where you do all the senior activities, and then prom is the week right like after that, like that weekend of senior week. So I'm like, I think I'm gonna do it because I already knew that for the last week of school, that I would have a wig on anyway for prom, for like senior pictures, like all this stuff like that. So I was like, I'm gonna wear a wig anyway for the last week of school. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna do it. So I can't remember exactly what day, but I have it in my Snapchat. But I'm gonna insert pictures and stuff so you guys can see. So so I was like, okay, so it's senior week. I'm gonna be wearing a wig for all my senior activities and stuff like that. So I might as well just get it over with so I can get a head start before summer or whatever. So it was literally like, I can't even remember, like a couple days before prom. And I was just like, Mama, I want to cut it. And she was like, are you for real? Like, because I had been talking about it so much. She didn't think I was serious about it. And she didn't really take me serious. So I was like, okay, Mama, I'm really finna cut it. Like, I want to do it. So my sister's like, yeah, you should do it. Like, you would be really cute with short hair. And, you know, like, my mom was like, you would be really cute. And I think it was like in some braids or something. I don't know how my hair was. But I had just took it out of a hairstyle or something like that. I'm like, I don't know what I want to do with my hair next. So I had just took it out of a hairstyle. So it was kind of stretched out. It was kind of crinkly because it was in braids or whatever. So it was in a stretched out form. So I'm like, I don't know if I should cut it stretched out or should I like wash it and cut it while it's curly so I can see what's straight and what's curly or whatever. So my mom was like, it really doesn't matter. Either way, it's going to turn out the same. My sister's like, I think you should cut it curly. Like, and I was just like, I really don't think it matters either. So I'm like, I'm just gonna cut it straight. So I go to my mom. My mom said she would cut it for me. So I go to my mom's room, and I'm like, I need to take some pictures before I cut it. Like, I'm gonna miss my hair. Because throughout that time that I was actually like trying to get some growth, like I had started taking care of my hair. I had like throughout junior and senior year, I was trying to get some growth. I was trying to take care of my hair more and stuff like that. So it had actually grown quite a bit. So my goal was to let it be like a little longer so that when I cut my hair, it didn't have to be so short. So it actually did start to grow after I started doing more protective styles. I was like wearing more braids and wigs and crochets and stuff like that so that I could grow my hair. Actually started growing a bit. So I was like proud of my growth, and I was like, should I even do this big chop anymore? Because like I realized once I started taking care of my hair, it actually started growing. But I was like, there's really no point in my hair being long if it's gonna be like looking raggedy. Like some of it's straight, some of it don't even curl back up. So I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. So I took some pictures. I think I still have them. I'm gonna put it in. But I was like, I looked a hot mess. But I did take some pictures right before I got my hair cut. So I took some pictures, and then my mom cut it. And then after that, I went to wash my hair. So I didn't take my sister's advice and cut it while it was curly when I really should have, because she knows more about like big chops than me, obviously. But I didn't take her advice and I cut it while it was straight. And after I washed it and I seen how like blunt my tips looked, I was like, I should have cut it while it was curly. But anyway, so I had cut it like May something. I don't know what exact day, but I'll put the day up there with like when I look. So I cut it in May, right before prom, like a couple days before prom, a couple days before graduation. And I wore a wig the whole like senior week. And I actually like, I was really excited about my short hair. Like, so as soon as school was out, I pretty much ditched the wig and I started wearing my real hair. Like throughout the whole summer, I really didn't wear any weave. I really just like rocked my natural hair. And if I did wear a wig, if I did wear weave, it was just a wig. I would just like throw a wig cap or two on my hair and then wear my wig or whatever. But I did wear my natural hair for the majority of the summer. And if I had a wig on, it was just like a wig to wear to work or something like that. Because I worked at a makeup store, and like I would like to look really cute when I went to work, because it's like you work at a makeup store, like you gotta look cute. But anyway, like if I would wear a wig, it would usually be like to work or something like that, and then I would take it off when I get back home or whatever. So for the majority of summer, I wore my natural hair. I would do like, it was just like so simple when my hair was like so short. I would just wake up, get my spray bottle, spray it, moisturize it, throw some Eco in it, and it would curl right up. And then I would just put on some like, do my little baby hairs, and then I would just go. Like it was just so simple, so easy. Like it took like 5 minutes. The thing with my natural hair was, when I very first cut it, when I would put Eco in my hair, it would make my hair really crusty. Like I don't know why, but it made it really crusty. And like I don't know if it was because my hair was short or the products I was mixing with it or whatever the case may be. But when I would put Eco in my hair, it would get crusty, and it had never done that when my hair was longer. And I was so mad. I would get so frustrated, because that's what I used to use to like make my curls pop. Like I would define my curls with Eco and everything like that. So I would get really frustrated, because like the first day was like completely fine. Like of course the hair is still wet, so it hadn't dried yet. And then like the second day, like I would just try to spray it with a spray bottle and then go. But no, it was like I would have to rinse my hair out and do it over, because it was like it would be flaky. Like it was bad. So that's how it was like the first few months. That's all I do, like throughout the whole summer. I just spray it with some water, put some Eco in it, do my edges, and that was it. That was all I had to do. It was so short and so simple. So so when I got to college, it was in August. And when I first got to college, I really didn't wear my natural hair that much. This was because when I first got there, I had on a wig. Like I didn't want to change my hair up too much, because like it was like I was just getting to know these people, and I didn't want to come like with a different hairstyle every week. Like I'm the type of person, I like to do like my hair a lot. Like I like to try new styles. I like to do different stuff. So I didn't really like, I like different wigs, different weave. Like I'm the type of person who likes to change their hair a lot. So when I first got to college, I was wearing a wig, and I didn't want to like, I was just now getting to know everybody, just now like getting to like know faces and names and stuff like that. And I wanted people to be able to put like a specific look with a specific name. So I didn't want to change my hair up too much. So like my first month or two of college, I literally, all I did was wear a wig. My hair was long enough to the point where I could braid my hair and put a wig cap on it and wear my wig. Like I would just keep my hair braided, or if it wasn't quite long enough in the very beginning, so I would just like gel my hair down and put two wig caps on it, blow dry it, and it would just be like very flat, and my wig would be on like securely and nicely, because it was so flat. But when my hair started getting longer and longer, it was harder to gel it down, and it would just stay slicked back. So I would have to actually braid it, and I'm bad at braiding my own hair. Like I can braid hair, but it's like hard. It's like a struggle for me to braid my own hair. So it would get harder and harder. So I just like ditched the wig, and I started wearing my real hair more. And that natural hair video that I posted like a couple weeks ago, that was that's what I like, how I would wear my hair. Like those few different styles, like I would just wear my hair like that every day. And yeah, I would either alternate between my wig or one of those natural hairstyles. So this is my 6th month of being natural. My hair has grown so much. I'm gonna show y'all a picture of when I first cut it. I don't think I stretched it down, but I think it was literally like right here to my forehead. Now this is my 6th month, and my hair has grown this much, y'all. Like it's grown so much since I cut it. And I'm really proud. Like, my sister told me that I would see a lot of growth in the first stages, the early stages of being natural, because of course your hair is so short, so you're gonna notice like the stages of growth and the changes a lot, because it's obviously your first few months. So your hair's gonna grow faster and you're gonna notice like every bit of growth. But it's been about 6 months since I cut my hair, and I'm really proud of my growth, and I'm gonna continue to show my growth like on this channel. I'm gonna continue to show y'all my natural hair journey, or big chop journey, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I even get to finish my makeup, but it was just something to do while I did my talking or whatever. But I'm not gonna hold y'all any longer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys come back for more videos in the future, and until the next video.